Good evening and welcome to Vsb TV 11 News. I'm Selena Mead on this Good Friday, April the 18th. Our top story tonight is none other than Good Friday. What a beautiful day it was. Around 1,000 people flocked to Horseshoe Bay for Kite Fest and other events throughout the island. The atmosphere throughout Bermuda was certainly upbeat, and kites could be seen flying high in the sky. VSB's Julia Smatt ventured out to some of the events taking place across the island.
Smiles could be seen on the faces of the hundreds of people who came out to Kite Fest. Premier Craig Cannonier was also at Kite Fest and said he was having a fantastic time.
You look like you are having a great time.
I'm having a fantastic time. I really look forward to Easter. It's a great opportunity. It's a time when the flowers are coming out to bloom. And this time is really about all of us coming together. Look at all of the colors that you see on the beach here. What a wonderful time. And Bermuda has served up a beautiful Good Friday. Kites are flying and the sun is shining.
Do you remember last year we ran into a group of people that actually shared their fish cakes with us?
Absolutely. We were sitting over there and it was in a little sand bunker. We're getting ready to walk down the other side of the beach now.
As we strolled down the beach, we were pleased to bump into the same group of people from last year, and again they were kind enough to share their Good Friday cuisine of fish cakes, hot cross buns, and potato salad with the Premier and his wife, as well as VSB News.
So last year, I remember we had the pleasure of sitting, but this is, they stepped it up.
Yes. They've stepped it up. We now have a round table. Last year it was a rectangular table. The round table allows us to see everyone at once.
How are you enjoying Good Friday?
Good. I'm having a wonderful time. This is fantastic. You know, it's an honor to serve and just be here with the Bermudian people and the tourists today. I mean, this is great. This is what Bermuda is all about.
We asked people how they were enjoying the day.
It's great. I haven't been to Bermuda like home for Easter in 7 years, so I'm pretty excited to be back. The food's great, the kites are great, you know. And what's your favorite part about our Good Friday tradition? The food, I think. What's your favorite part about Good Friday?
I guess that you get school off and you get to enjoy vacation.
So you guys are really chilling and relaxing on the beach today. How are you enjoying the day?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, we were here last year and there wasn't that much of a turnout. We were surprised to see so many people here today, man. It's just fantastic.
The organizers at Chewstick said they were pleased with the turnout for Kite Fest.
I think it's way more than 400, 500. I think it's into the thousands, but it's hard to tell on such a big beach. But yeah, we're very pleased with the turnout. We got a lot of great kites up in the air. We're going to have a count around 2 to see how many kites are flying. The competition's going well. We got people signing up. The stage is good. That's Paul Smith in the background playing on his steel pan. So yeah, it's a great day. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. We're having a good time.
And what's your favorite part about Good Friday?
My favorite part about Good Friday is actually my mama's fish cakes.
Meanwhile, over at PHC, a fun community day was going on that featured sumo wrestling, and none other than Minister of Community and Cultural Affairs Wayne Scott and Shadow Minister of Transport Lawrence Scott decided to step into the ring.
Tell me a little about your experiences in the ring.
Well,
Bet on Scott.
Yeah. If you bet on Scott, you won. But the thing is that when you put on the suits, it's an equalizer. So it's a lot of fun. It took us back to our younger days when we lived next door, and we would actually pretend to be WWF wrestlers and stuff like that. So it was a fun time.
Well, I just think it's great for PHC to be doing something on this field in the community. This has been a central point of the community of work for many years. It's been out of commission for a little bit. I understand we have permission to start playing football here again next season, so it's great to do community events in this venue.
Yeah, I mean, and with PHC being basically the center of this community, of this war community, with both myself and my cousins just growing up on Carver Pass, I mean, this is part of our heritage, and not just our heritage as in the Scott family, but as Bermuda as a whole.
Deputy Premier Michael Dunkley had stopped by both Horseshoe Bay and PHC to take part in the Good Friday cheer.
And what I really like about this is they've catered it to try to get the young children to bring the family together. And as you know, Julia, one of the challenges that we have in our society is that we need to strengthen our family. And certainly PHC should be congratulated for going above the call of duty to do something. And a great location right in the heart of Warwick and the heart of Bermuda. So I'm just delighted to come out with my colleague today, MP Sousa and Minister Scott, and and the other MPs got from this area to show our support for PHC in the community.
We rounded up our day by stopping by the Family Fun Day that was being held in the Devil's Hole area. Senator Diallo Rabane was on the scene and said he was having a blast.
The Devil's Hole community and the South Shore community is a very, very close-knit community. This is an event that's been going on loosely for, I would say, the last 30+ years. It's just here recently we've started to partner with the Heritage Workmen's Club and make it more formalized and bringing events specifically for the children.
I know you have a little girl. That must add a lot to your holidays.
Yes, but having a daughter has brought me back to making kites. That's something that I did miss from my youth. So I did stay up last night. I made a kite for her, and she'll be here in a little while, and hopefully we'll be able to fly it. That is the part I look forward to, is making kites.
One thing is for certain, the Good Friday cheer was in the air throughout Bermuda and was yet another example of Bermuda's genuine appreciation for our culture. I'm Julia Smack, reporting for VSB News.
And of what's left of Good Friday, we do wish you an enjoyable evening. In other news, considering its record of having taken the governments of both political parties to court over planning decisions, the environmental group BESS was nonchalant to hear Shadow Works Minister Michael Weeks describe them as OBA friends. President Stuart Hayward draws attention to BESS' latest legal move, in which it is appealing the decision to award Tuckers Point a special development order without requiring it to provide an environmental impact order and go through the usual disciplines.
In 2011, we had a walk through the Tuckers Point property. The government of the day issued a special development order, and it had 2 transits through the parliamentary system. It was debated twice in both houses. We complained that the economic information that should have been part of the investigation was not done. It should have been part of an environmental impact assessment, which was not done. And we were being told that this was necessary to keep Tuckers Point out of a financial hole. But last November, despite having the SDOs, last November they went into receivership. So that expectation that we had was not fulfilled. They are still attempting to proceed with subdivision and subdivision leading to development, and I think getting permission to subdivide might increase their collateral value, but the value that Bermuda will lose in amenity value and aesthetic value in our tourism product as a whole hasn't been calculated and hasn't been balanced, and that's the fundamental issue. That if you're saying this is going to be of benefit, you need to show how is that going to be of benefit. And since we're dealing with economics, you need to show us economically how is that going to be of benefit. And if it as now is proven not to be of benefit, then what do we do? Do we retract that SDO decision? That's a difficult question for the government to answer. So we have instituted an appeal to the minister's decision allowing the development. So it's now going to go before the courts, and we'll see what happens.
After one final glitch over who controls the power source, the controversy over the delays in the completion of the new CCTV network came to an end on Friday night, just hours after Minister of National Security Michael Dunkley had given a concise explanation of how the situation had evolved.
Initially, there were 6 companies that bid on CCTV system. It was shortlisted to 3. The police made a recommendation after seeing how it worked in Bermuda and after seeing how it would work overseas on site with the technology up and running and working. At that point, it went to the Office of Management and Procurement. After that, it came to myself and then to Cabinet. The selected vendor was the one that the police suggested, that Office of Management and Procurement suggested, was supported by the Ministry and approved by Cabinet. Why? The best price for more cameras and good technology. Simple. The Ministry, I will repeat again, the Ministry provided the funding and the Ministry supported the decision. Let me also say that if there are any issues that arise through the CCTV implementation and that the Ministry is called on to help resolve those issues, we will. And over the past 10 days or so, through the great work of the ministry and specifically PS Talamac, we've resolved some issues. Getting to the most recent issue about the cameras not being connected to a power supply, there was an issue between the former CCTV company and the current one, which had to be resolved. Thankfully, that's now been resolved, and I'm pleased to be able to say that perhaps by early this afternoon, all those cameras will be hooked up to power. I do not wish to get into any challenges that either company had, whether it's Get Security or BS Circa. I'm not playing politics with this issue. I take very seriously the public safety concerns about Bermuda, and if other people want to play politics, go somewhere else, because Michael Dunkley's not going to play the game. We're going to get this system up and running, and I'm confident in the system, and I'm confident that the people will be very happy with what they see at the end.
And still ahead is Rachel Sonnen with the weather preview.
Thanks, Selena. I hope you like today, because you're going to get more of it. Little change through Saturday. On the radar, a couple showers sort of in the marine area, but for now, looks like it's going to be dry. But please stay tuned for the full weather report as we find out who won Photo of the Week.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb Tv 11.
Save $1 on your choice of Bermuda-grown romaine or green leaf lettuce. Only $2.49 per package. Save $1.50 per pound on fresh Purdue chicken thighs. Value packs, only $1.99 per pound. Great savings of 90 cents on an imported dozen white eggs, only $2.59. For your baking needs, Bluebonnet margarine sticks, 1-pound box, $1.59. Big savings of $1.69 on Atlantic sugar, 4-pound bag, only $2.10. All stores open until 10 p.m. for your shopping convenience.
You can count on us.
Diagnostic service at its best. Stop by Bermuda's premier automobile dealership and service center. Auto Solutions. Whirl with us.
Help build a lasting legacy with the Bermuda Hospital's Charitable Trust. Support our hospital by purchasing a 4x8-inch brick for the Legacy Walkway. Your engraved brick will be predominantly featured outside the new acute care wing. You can customize your brick with a personal message, a tribute, names of family members, or even a special thank you. Call 295-2428 or visit bhct.bm to make arrangements for your legacy brick today.
And welcome back to Vsb TV 11. Well-known Charities Director Ralph Richardson had been appointed Executive Director of the Bermuda Hospital's Charitable Trust to see it through to the final quarter of its bid to raise $40 million from the community towards the new acute care wing. Vsb News' Brian Darby asked him what had brought him together with the fundraising efforts of the hospital, in particular the $1,000 Legacy Brick Scheme.
I believe in divine providence, and certainly it came at the right time. We do have something we're doing, and we had some time, and the call from Phil was fortuitous, and we were very happy to be involved when be able to get involved when Phil called.
You into the, I would call the fun part of this of the whole charity raising
Well, absolutely. This is somewhat not new to me. We were involved in in fact, 12 years ago, before the first plans for the hospital were going forward, we were invited to a hospital to look at the facility to see why some changes needed to be made. And then we followed it for the last 9.5 years, for at least 9.5 years while we were in the philanthropic space. And we watched all the various plans and some of the controversial locations. And finally, this particular plan, just before I retired, this particular plan was unveiled. And it was very exciting to see it get to that point. Now, for me, it's even more exciting to be involved now as we approaching the finish line. We're about 75% of the way through our fundraising campaign. And that last 25%, we're going to put every effort to make it happen. It's actually happening. It's before us now. The hospital is just about built. And now we're just going to ask the community to play their part in making it fully functional and completely ready for them in September.
It'll be up to donors what they put on their bricks in terms of messages?
Yes, the donors, and it's for individuals, families, but also small organizations. Service clubs can also buy a brick and have their names on it. So effectively, a family can purchase a brick and put their own names on it. They can memorialize a relative, but also organizations and small businesses, some who may not have large amounts of money, but that they have $1,000, they can actually put their company name in. So it's really for the entire community to participate.
You might remember a few months ago we spoke with aspiring musical artist Bermuda's very own Cami Cam, whose hits include Free and Showgirl. In the last few months, Cami Cam has been traveling around the United States and was able to take part in some exciting opportunities. VSB News' Julia Smatt spoke with Cami Cam about the developments in her career and her future plans.
Las Vegas this year was really exciting. I had the opportunity to do interviews for DesireThis.com at the CES convention, which is one of the largest electronic conventions out of Las Vegas. I got to interview some of the biggest names in the business, like Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, and then also while I was in Vegas, I appeared on Wale's music video called Black Grammys, which you can find on YouTube, and World Star Hip Hop as well. Also, I did a few auditions at Breaking Into Hollywood Studios to appear on Walt Disney. I decided that at this point that would take me off my music journey, so I did not partake in it. I did not accept that offer.
What are your future plans?
My future plans for 2014, I have 4 new songs that I'm about to record, and also I just want to show the world that Bermudians are really talented. So this year I'm in really heavy training with TL Productions for the Miss Bermuda pageant 2014. I'm a firecracker ready to be lit. So at this time, my management is open to all opportunities, investors, sponsors, any professional guidance. It's really hard trying to afford everything that I need to do. That's why things are not happening as quickly as I would like them to happen, but I feel that in the near future that things are really going to look up this year.
You can find Cami Cam's songs on YouTube and follow her on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you're interested in contacting Cami Cam, please email her at bookings@camicam.com. Bermuda's emerging professionals came up with a new idea for Easter when they purchased several hundred kites and arranged for the Coalition for Children to give them out to deserving students in a time for Good Friday, 10 pupils at a time. VSB News camera operator Adrienne Smatt was there in time to catch the squad of happy recipients from Northland School and to hear from the B-Pro representatives what has brought about the giveaway.
This event was created by B-Pro and the Coalition for the Protection of Children. We did it because we just wanted to create a mini fun event for some of the children that the Coalition has relationships with, just to provide them with some Easter festivities and kites to ensure that they can join in all the kite flying festivities over the Good Friday holiday.
And we were able to talk to Northland School Counselor Deborah Hollis after the happy visit to the Coalition's offices.
Come get your kite, guys.
So everybody take one.
Our kids were just so excited to go and receive kites, and we've had a fun day at school, so that was a great way to just top off the entire day, and we're very appreciative of the Easter goodies and treats as well as the kites, so they've been very, very good to us.
Say Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
And we have no stock report tonight due to Good Friday.
Perfect for your fish cakes, Ocean's finest codfish. Only $6.99 for a 400-gram bag. Save $1.50 per pound on fresh green beans. Only $2.49 per pound. Save $1.15 on Hunt's ketchup 35-ounce squeeze bottle. Only $2.29. Snack on Wise potato chips. Only $1.49 for a 3.75-ounce bag. Regular, diet, cherry, or zero Coca-Cola soda. Only $4.99 for a 6-pack. All stores open until 10 p.m. for your shopping convenience.
For much more furniture, visit Bermuda's only Ashley Furniture Gallery. Big Savings Zone. You want the best? Forget the rest. For all your furniture needs, shop Big Savings Zone and support your local retailers. Have you ever ordered something online expecting it to be a certain price, but when it arrives it ends up being a whole lot more? Beware of those unexpected hidden fees. That never happens at Big Savings Zone. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
Hi, I'm Peter Juvetic, host of Season to Taste. Tune in on Tuesday night during the Vsb Tv 11 News. I'll be here with Executive Chef Derek Myers from the Island Restaurant Group. He's going to be preparing Thomas Tabura's favourite dish of shrimp and grits and find out what the Gosling's Wine of the Week is.
Tuesday during the Vsb Tv 11 News.
Bermuda is an easy way to find great discounts while discovering fun activities to do in Bermuda. Discover the best spas, restaurants, activities, services, and shops at 50% off. Sign up to Bermuda and start saving today.
People and Places with Charles Webb. Mondays in the Vsb Tv 11 Evening News at 7:30, 8:30, and midnight. Sponsored by Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
Welcome back. In sports tonight, the organizers of the Queen's Commonwealth Baton Relay Arrival next weekend are putting an emphasis on youth participation. The baton arrives on Friday, April 25th from Belize and then moves onwards to Canada. The president of the Bermuda Olympic Association, Judy Simons, and chairman of the Queen's Baton Relay Committee, Robert Horton, explains.
We at the Bermuda Olympic Association are extremely honored to once again receive the Queen's Baton Relay here in Bermuda. And special thanks has to be given to the Bermuda government departments, national sports governing bodies, and of course our athletes who have created an exciting itinerary for the Bermuda leg of the relay. I know the baton's presence here will generate interest and excitement about the upcoming Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, as well as positive international exposure for Bermuda. This year we expect to have some 35 athletes competing at the Commonwealth Games, such as athletics, cycling, gymnastics, swimming, squash, and triathlon. We at the BOA are extremely pleased to have been able to assist these athletes once again on their journey to success. The focus on youth. I think with us using hopefully all of our medalists this year in this Queen's Baton Relay, we hope that the youngsters who actually participate in any of the disciplines we taught, this helps to inspire them to reach for their goals in the future. That's what sport's all about. They look up to the Nikki Saunders, the Brian Wellmans, who have done so much for Bermuda. These youngsters are our future, not only in the sporting world, but as citizens of this country. And I think the Queen's Baton Relay, just traveling around the world, should inspire the youth in the future.
But when was the last time it was here?
It was here 4 years ago.
Every time?
Yes, it comes through every 4 years, that's correct.
And the emphasis on young people certainly will be seen in their presence as the baton travels around Bermuda. They'll be featured as baton bearers. We'll see them running. We'll see them involved in all kinds of activities with the baton. In that weekend, the baton is here.
And how important is this then for Bermuda's standing in the sporting community, that put on a good show again?
Well, I think, you know, the Commonwealth Games is one of the 4 major festivals that we participate in, and a lot of the national sports governing bodies use this as one of the stepping stones to the final qualifications towards the Olympics in 2016. So yes, it's very important, and we place great emphasis in it. We have historically been involved in the Commonwealth Games since 1930, so I think, and as far as I know, not that I was around in those days, but we've competed in every game since.
April is Environmental Awareness Month, and Vsb Tv 11 is airing relevant documentaries exploring environmental issues concerning all of us on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. for the month of April. Sponsored by Auto Solutions, Roll With Us, Belco, The Power to Save, and Lindo's, Why Go Anyplace Else? Environmental Awareness Month on Vsb Tv 11.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Good Friday, and welcome to tonight's VSB weather forecast. Our weather shot is brought to you by Ben Pewter, taken at 4 this afternoon. Horseshoe Bay, lots of people out flying their kites at Kite Fest, an absolutely gorgeous afternoon. Just a couple of clouds in the sky, perfect winds. We did get a couple of sort of other clouds coming through, a little bit of showers, but cleared up, and absolutely beautiful day. Thank you, Ben, for sending in this shot. Temperatures for today, we had a high of 75 at 3 in the afternoon and a low of 69 at 3 in the morning. Current conditions, 72 degrees, humidity 75%. Wind south-southeast 11 knots, and barometric pressure is unsteady at 30.32 inches. Rainfall in next month of April, still 1.2 inches for a yearly total of 29.29. Yearly normal for this time, 17.02 inches. And looking at the satellite. The Atlantic high to our east will hold fair weather in place through tomorrow. A couple of showers are likely later on Easter Sunday, with a few more on Monday as the low deepens off the coast of Florida and an associated frontal system moves closer to the area. Those of you who are traveling, let's take a look at the gateway cities. Atlanta, mostly cloudy, 62. Boston, partly cloudy and 60. Charlotte, possible rain, 59. London, partly cloudy, 57. Miami, 86, partly cloudy. New York, 65 and mostly sunny. Orlando, 79, mostly cloudy. Philadelphia, 67, partly cloudy. Toronto, partly cloudy and 52. And Washington, partly cloudy and 67 degrees. Back at home tonight, partly cloudy with a low near 68. Wind south-southeast, 10 to 15 knots. And tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 75. Winds going to be blowing out of the south at 10 to 15 knots. Marine tonight, no warnings. Seas inside the reef, 1 to 2 feet. Seas outside the reef, 4 to 7 feet. Sea surface temperature is 72 degrees. Marine tomorrow, no warnings again. Seas inside the reef, 1 to 2 feet. Seas outside the reef, 3 to 6 feet. Low tide will be at 6:21 in the morning, and high tide will be at 12:01 in the afternoon. Looking at the 5-day forecast. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a shower or two developing later, high near 74. Monday, mostly cloudy with a few showers, chance of late thunder, windy, high near 73. Tuesday, sunny breaks with a few showers, chance of thunder early, high near 73 and windy. And Wednesday, partly sunny and breezy with a few showers and a high near 72. Congratulations to David Patterson, our photo winner of the week for this gorgeous shot. We'll be in contact with you about your prize, dinner for two at one of Bermuda's finest restaurants. Thank you to Jeff Torgerson, our meteorologist for tonight, and everyone at the Bermuda Weather Service. I'm Rachel Stoughton. Happy Easter. Have a great rest of the holiday.
And from all of us at VSB TV 11, we'd like to wish you a safe and festive Easter long weekend. Good night, Bermuda.
Wardrobe and makeup for Rachel Stoughton, provided by Gibbons Company.
VSB TV 11, Bermuda.